crochet business questions. If you see me looking off to the side, I'm just checking on my Instagram friends. They're hanging out over here, but my main focus is going to be over here. I see Jessie. Hey, Jessie. She is a current Crochet Boss Academy student of class of 2024. Andrea is from class of 2023. Maria, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Go ahead and start popping in your crochet business questions, and I will go ahead and start answering them. Right now, we have one from Andrea, and she says, "Hi, Ashley. Crochet Boss Academy class of 2023 here. I'm currently tweaking my product line and wanting to have Gracie dolls as well as knotted loveys. I'm stuck on Instagram ideas to promote them without just saying buy my thing. Any ideas? My ideal customer is a mom of young kids, specifically a baby and a toddler." Andrea, this is fantastic. I think I'm remembering whatever your Facebook profile picture was in 2023. I don't know if it's the same one, but I'm thinking like short blonde hair and glasses. That's you. My memory is stellar. But these are my favorite questions. I could talk about this all day long. So, Andrea, we need to do a little bit more thinking about who your ideal customer is. Is she a hippie? Is she a gardener? Is she earth conscious? Is she like an activist? Is she a corporate mom? Is she a homeschooler? Like, let's dive in a little bit deeper, get to know her a little bit more, because then we can relate to her on an emotional level. Things that you can post when you are selling Gracie dolls and knotted loveys. So first, the obvious one, knotted loveys would be excellent baby shower gifts, right? That's always a go-to. Got summer baby showers coming up on your calendar in the next couple of weeks? I have some amazing gifts that are perfect for those summer babies. Done. But that is a little bit by my thing. Another thing that you can do, so maybe, hey, Anthea, welcome, girl. Hey, Christina. All kinds of bosses hanging out today. Maybe, Andrea, you could, so like if your ideal customer was, I'm trying to choose one of those things that I spouted off earlier. Things that you can focus on with Gracie Dolls is you can focus on pretend play, right? The importance of pretend play, the brain workings behind it, like why it's important for development, and how Gracie Dolls are excellent for that. You could give like game prompts that they could do with their Gracie doll, like maybe a tea party or read their Gracie doll a story. Maybe you sell Gracie dolls that have pink hair and you say a perfect, or like pink dresses, like if pink is part of your thing, you could recommend some books that would be great for kids to read to their Gracie doll. And the first thing that came to my mind was Pinkalicious. Ava loves those books. You can't sell a Pinkalicious doll. Cannot do that. But if you sell Gracie dolls, you can say, this is a really fun story about a young little girl with piggy tails that they could read to their Gracie doll with. So that you can give them ideas for how they can get their kids active this summer, right? So with the loveys, it's a little bit harder. With the loveys, you could do a post on how to wash it. You could say, hopefully this is your most loved thing in your home and it's probably gotten really gross by now. Let me give you some quick tips on how to wash this guy, right? Easy. You could, when we get closer to the holidays, you can make a post on how to wrap these things, because Gracie dolls are hard to wrap. You could, maybe your person maybe their daughter kind of has grown a little bit and she doesn't play with her Gracie dolls much, but they still want to keep her visible in her room, like on a shelfie, like mine right here. Mine's just sitting, but you can buy those little stands that hold their little, like their little hips or waistline. And then she could just kind of stand up on her shelf. That could look cool. That could be a fun thing. Another thing with Gracie dolls is a lot of the 18-inch doll toys and accessories will fit. And I'm talking like American Girl doll and the Walmart one that starts with a J. Just Friends? That's not right. What was it? Justice Friends? I don't remember. I made these. Sorry, I'll get to it. Mackenzie's gonna be like, stop jumping in line. But you can, if you have a daughter and she's got American Girl dolls and she has a bathtub, you can say, look, this Gracie doll is taking a bath, and make make a fun little thing about how your daughter hates to take baths, and you showed her how fun it is by putting the Gracie doll in there, and you took a little one of those like baby hair brushes that kind of look like bath scrubbies, and you show her you're going to wash your feet, you're going to wash your arms, it doesn't hurt, things like that. That could be a really cool post that you could do. You could show Gracie dolls playing outside, Gracie dolls playing at the pool. Maybe she's wearing her flamingo pool floaty, she's not playing in the pool, okay, because it's crochet, right? I had people ask me if that actually floated. But she's playing at the pool, right? I don't know if your pool does this, but at our community pool, they do breaks where the kids can't be swimming for like 15 minutes. She can play with her Gracie doll. The Gracie doll can ride with her to the pool, things like that. My life, that's it. Thank you, Jamie. My life. I don't know why I was thinking Jay. But hopefully that was helpful, Andrea. Let me know if you want to keep thinking. We can absolutely do it. But I think the more you know your ideal customer, the easier it will be for you to create content for her. So if you know that your ideal customer is a gardener, maybe you take a picture of your Gracie doll and make it look like she's pulling up carrots or something, and you talk about the nutrition behind carrots. And you have your daughter and you and your Gracie doll pulling up carrots, and you help your mom, ideal customer mom, envision this happening in her life. Things like that. So the more you know her, the more you can talk to her. Hopefully that was helpful. Yay, you're welcome. So Andrea, go back through module 2. I probably added some new stuff anyway. So just go back through module 2. That'll give you a refresher if nothing else. Oh, also, Andrea, you can watch the Ask Ashley, the Ask Me Anything replays. We are going through, I'm in the middle of module 3 with the 2024 bosses, and I had the option for older bosses to be able to access a paid thing for the Facebook group, but that's already expired. But you can still listen to the replays and watch the replays in your dashboard area. So if you are a Crochet Boss Academy student, your dashboard area is being flooded with Ask Me Anything replays, and module 2's was last week. So you might get some really good ideas. Oh, good, Andrea. She said she's been trying to keep up. Proud of you. It's not even her class, and she's just going through it again. I love it. Okay. Next question is from somebody over on Instagram, and they said, does it make sense for those who are really pressed for time to make makes all year, then once a year do a drop? That is so crazy, because I was just given a very similar question this morning, because I go live inside of Crochet Boss Academy, and I just got the same very similar question. They were asking about drops, shop drops. So she's saying they press for time. So she crochets all year long, like when she can, and then do a drop at the end of the year. So I don't know your name. Mackenzie, if you're able to figure out the person's name, that would be helpful. But Instagram user, depending upon your ideal level of success and what you envision for your business and your why, my answer is going to vary. So if your why is to be able to make your yarn money back, Louise, this is for Louise. If your if your why is to be able to make your yarn money back, that this business model that you've suggested is a very good potential option for you. If your why is you just want to crochet for your mental health and you really don't care how much money you make from it, but it'd be nice to be able to make some money so you're not spending money on your mental health, if that makes sense, like it's paying for itself kind of deal, then that business model could absolutely work. But if you are trying to build a long-term scalable business that you can eventually quit your day job, retire your husband, whatever, bigger business goals in mind. P.S. Neither are better than the other. Both are exactly perfect. I'm not telling you that your goals are too small. That's silly. You do you, and you do it go big, go hard with what you want. And that's good. And make this crochet work for your needs. That's the whole point. Everybody has a different why. Everybody has a different dream. Everybody has a different ideal level of success. And we're going to use crochet to get us there. So don't hear me saying that, because that's not what I'm saying about your goal. So, but if you are trying to build a long-term business that you can quit your day job or retire your husband or whatever, pass it down to your kids, whatever, maybe you want to get on a specific news thing. and you want to get big, or maybe you want to go on Shark Tank and get a warehouse and have people all over the country making your things and selling them. That's not a good business model with the 1 year drops. That's not a good business model for businesses that have that ideal level of success or those goals or that why. Sorry, I feel like there's like a feather touching me, but there's not. Let me tell you why. Because you are not going to have, one, you're not going to have like consistent money coming in. It's just going to be once a year, which is manageable, but extremely different than like what most people are going through. So outside of the box, definitely you would have to like think differently. Two, if you, let's say you made 50 things throughout the year and you wanted to sell all 50 of those things, and you open your shop at the beginning of November or August, September, October, mid-October, so you can sell things as Christmas gifts for people because that's the busiest time of year anyway. And you did 50 things and you're selling them online, not at a market, but online, you're going to need a shop. And I recommend Etsy just because it's easier, cheaper, faster, all things. So you're going to, let's say you said, okay, I'll do Etsy shop. Well, now you have to make 50 listings, 50, with listing photos, keyword research, listing description, listing videos, all the things for all 50 of them. And then when they sell, that's gone. Sold out. No more. And then next year you do it again, remaking 50 things, remaking 50 listings, 50 like I recommend my students have 7 specific photos for each of their Etsy listings, and it's inside Crochet Boss Academy. So if you had 50 things, that's 50 times 7 photos that you would need to take just for one sale. And for my business brain and what my ideal level of success was when I was a finished piece seller, that is not working smarter, that's working harder. So for me, that was not a good solution. I also thought about it because I would see people doing shop drops and they would sell out within minutes. And I'd be like, man, that is goals right there. I want to be so popular and big that when I list new things, they sell out almost immediately. People have to wait and they can't even get my things and they have to wait till next month. Like that was my thinking. But that very quickly, I learned that that is not a long-term solution for my business model and my why. Another thing that will happen, other than you're going to be like running on a hamster wheel all the time, another thing is if somebody shared a link to your thing or you shared a link to your thing, whether it's on social media or Pinterest or an Etsy affiliate shared it to their platform of millions of people, as soon as that one sells, it's gone. So in the example I used this morning inside of Crochet Boss Academy, I said, imagine you had something and somebody with 2 million followers in a Facebook group shared their affiliate link. And then the first one to see it bought it, but then the rest of those 2 million people are going to that link to check out your brand. Maybe it's a group of very niche specific ideal customers. Maybe it's Crunchy Moms and you sell Crunchy Mom things. And it's literally 2 million perfect people for your business. They click on the link and it says, this is sold out, but here's 6 other Etsy shops that you might like. And so Etsy's still going to make that sale. Like Etsy's going to do what they can do to make that sale. But your hard work is out the window immediately. There's no coming back from that. Those people are going to forget you ever was even a name that they, like your business name, it's going to be gone in that moment. So it's not a very good long-term, scalable, something that you can like build consistent income around, if that makes sense. So no, it's a kind of a lot of an answer, but the examples I said at the beginning, though, if those are checking your boxes for you and that's the path that you want to take, then you should do it. And it can be very good. And you might be thinking, well, I don't want to open an Etsy shop. I just want to sell it on my Facebook page. I don't recommend that at all because it is extremely hectic, unorganized, and chaotic for you and your customer, and it will be a bad experience for you and your customer. And another thing is with this type of business model, the customers that you get will probably never shop with you again. Like they had the hype and the urgency and the FOMO about wanting to get one of your things before they sold out, but they're not going to wait in line to do that again. Like in line, you know what I mean? Like digitally, like refreshing their browser to see if your shop has updated. They're not going to do it again. So all the hard work that you're doing to build a relationship with these customers and your audience, to get them to be a true fan of your brand, so they shop with you regularly, they come back and back time and time again, they share your shop with their friends that are just like them because you serve them well, and they know that you'll serve their friends well with your product line and your content, all the things. You won't have any of that if you just have one-time customers. So again, depends on your why. It is possible, but if your why is not that, it's not a good decision, if that makes sense. Okay. Thank you, Louise, for your question. The next one is Jamie, and she says, have you written any patterns for amigurumi construction vehicles? Making something for my nephew, having a hard time finding a pattern that looks doable. I have not, Jamie, but you could always use appliques or appliques if you really can't find anything that you want to do. Maybe you could make it like an applique. I don't know how you want to say it. Applique of a digger truck, put it on a zippy bag, and inside of the zippy bag you give him a digger truck or some like other little tools or like little caution cones and other things. Just an idea if you are absolutely hurting. I hope you find something. If you're hanging out in the comments and you know of any amigurumi construction things, feel free to pop up a link for Jamie so she can check it out. The last question that I have, so if they've got any more thoughts trickling around in your head, now is the time to ask them. But the last question is from Ray Dunn, like the pottery, or am I just unbelievably ignorant? Reedon. I have been resisting making an email list because I find most emails from businesses annoying, but having little luck with Instagram. So I'm thinking of caving in. Where do I start? Can't offer coupons. You're welcome, Jamie. So, Raiden, are you hanging out with us live? Because I might have some back and forth. I agree. There are some businesses, typically chains, like big chain businesses, where their emails are super annoying. Yes. Okay, perfect. So I absolutely hear you with that. I try very hard to make sure my emails are raising the quality of life for my email subscribers. Every Wednesday I send out Rap Label Wednesday, and then Fridays ideally are, hey, a new pattern just went live, but we're trying to make it once a month right now. So used to it was once a week, and I was able to manage that, but then I started teaching homeschool, so out the window it goes. But so my goal now is once a month. So, and then Mondays I try to have like a business tip email that's seasonally appropriate. Helps my entrepreneurs in the current season right now, like summer, if you're in this hemisphere. But you're right. It can be annoying, but it doesn't have to be. And you can serve your people really well. Just because other businesses do it in an annoying way doesn't mean you can be like, I'm going to change emails and they're going to be helpful and high quality. But back to your question, I use Flowdesk, Flodesk. Hopefully Mackenzie can grab an affiliate link for you. Mackenzie, let me know in the comments if you can't, and I will point you in the right direction. Usually she's hanging out, but there was scheduling things today. Flowdesk. It is paid. I think it's $30 a month. I have an affiliate link that will give you 50% off your first year if you pay for it in full. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but you can check it out when you click the link. I recommend Flowdesk because everything is included. There's no surprising charges come bill time. MailChimp, back in the day, had a free plan that you could, there's the link, had a free plan that you could, for Instagram people, it's flowdesk.com/C/crafty21, all caps. back in the day, I haven't looked at it in years, so I don't know for sure right now, but you could sign up to MailChimp for free, and you could send emails to your list for free up to your first 2,000 subscribers. And you think, that's insane. That's all that I need. I'll do that one. And you're welcome to do that. Obviously, that's what I did. But then eventually I was paying like $100 something a month, because every time you get new subscribers, AKA you're doing your job well, there's more. It's like every so many you get charged more, you get charged more, you get charged more. And you have to, like, the free plan doesn't come with all the perks, like automated emails. Back in the day, you got one. I don't know if they still do that. But Flowdesk gives you unlimited subscribers, unlimited emails, automated emails, which means they go out automatically. You don't have to push it and say send. You can schedule it, it will go out, or you can have some triggers set up that when this happens, the emails go out. And that's how you get people on your list. I do talk about this inside of Crochet Boss Academy module 6. It's the last module, and I love it so much, talking about emails and all the techie, like all the analytical bits. It's not really techie, but it's like, it's analytical, I guess. I don't know. Lots of moving parts that need to connect in the exact right spots. And we do all that inside module 6 of Crochet Boss Academy. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you want to touch on it a little bit more, but you can send out coupons through your emails if that's what you're needing to do. Mariah says, I do markets. Do you have any advice for if I see someone steal from my booth or trying to steal from my booth? Mariah, I do not. That has never happened to me before, but I am also extremely oblivious to my surroundings unless I'm in mom mode and I'm like, I know where the exits are and I'm watching for weirdos. But like if I'm at a market, I'm usually talking to somebody about their bowel movements that they had that morning, because that's the quickest conversation that happens to come out of my mouth. It's the weirdest thing. So no, I don't have experience. I would suggest if you, in your area, if this is a common thing, maybe bring some muscle with you, or just like, I mean, I don't know what area you live in, but what if you were just like, hey, put that back. I live in the South. Well, South enough. I call it the South. So if I hollered something like that person was stealing, like somebody would stop him or her. If they would be stopped. I don't know. I was like, pepper spray? I really don't know. It's not something that I've experienced. I don't know. Insurance? Maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see if we got anybody else kinding up. Wandering Wolves said, I'm signed up for the Whatnot app. I am not signed up for that. And I don't know what that is. Is it a Gen Z thing? Am I too old to know what that is? Mariah, I would suggest asking inside of a Facebook group like the Ash and Tay Crochet Facebook group for other people's advice and experience in that specific topic. Oh, this is the touch up for the rest of Wandering Wool's question. How do you figure out shipping? That's what makes me the most hesitant to start selling online. Thank you. So, very good question. If you have an Etsy shop, you can set up your shop to have calculated shipping, which means every time you list something, you package it and give Etsy the dimensions. And you say, this thing is 6 inches wide by 4 inches long, and it weighs 4 ounces. Then you do that for all of your listings. Then if somebody buys that thing, Etsy says 6 wide, 4 long, 4 ounces, this is the price. And it gives you the cheapest one. And we get a little bit of a discount through Etsy. They said it's the same discount that Pirate Ship gets, though. So that's what I recommend. Also, if they buy 2 or 3 of your things, Etsy will calculate it up for you. And then if it's usually the worst case scenario, it is overestimated. And then I would just refund the customer. If it was like over $1 or over $2, I would usually refund them and say, hey, looks like you got overcharged for the shipping. Here's the difference. And that can go a really long way for customer service, 5-star reviews, brand awareness, return customers, all the things. Very good things when you can do that. But that's what I suggest. You can turn on shipping for worldwide, and Etsy will handle it. And when you print your shipping label, you can print it out on computer paper, or you can get like a heat printer thing. Like, I don't know if it's gonna, this is the one I use. It's a Dymo. It's very old. And so it prints out like 4x6 labels, and stick it to your package. If it's an international one, it'll just look a little different, and there might be a spot for you to sign it. Like, Etsy handles all of it. It's really, really a very beneficial tool. If you're not on Etsy and you don't want to use Etsy right now, you can use Pirate Ship, like erg, matey, Pirate Ship. Their prices are the same as Etsy that I've seen. You can also change to like FedEx or UPS or whatever. There's lots of options if you wanted to do that. And they do give you, I've done international shipping through Pirate Ship, and it's a little bit more tedious. Like, you have to find this like something number, and you have to go through this like directory. You type in what it is you're sending them, and then it gives you like some options, and you choose the closest you can find. And then sometimes there's like categories that you have to go through. So it's not as point and click as Etsy is, but it still gets the job done. And then you can print your label and then put it in your mailbox and raise the flag. It's a paid thing. Your mailman should take it. When we bought this house almost 2 years ago in August, I bought a massive mailbox. It holds like 10 packages probably. That way, because it is a walk. My driveway is very long now. I have it's on a farm. But previously I had a regular mailbox, and I would just sit outside sometimes if I had like 50 packages, which I did when my shop was going viral, and my mailman's name was Tim, and he was amazing. And I would hand him the package, and he would scan it, put it in the truck, and we were just like boop, 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 and we'd get it done together. But they'll take your packages. You don't even have to take them to the post office. Like, that was the biggest game changer for me when I first started. I have an old blog post showing you how to, Mackenzie, don't get the link, showing you how to package with PayPal, but I'm sure at this point it's outdated because of how quick things are changing. So I would just use Pirate Ship, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, Etsy, calculated shipping. It is so simple. You're welcome. Mariah said, I sell to a lot of kids, so sometimes I get nervous that they'll just take something and run. I don't know, man. I've not ever had that experience or worry, so I have no decent advice for that one. Okay, well, we are right at our 30-minute mark, and it's at 28 minutes, and there are no more questions. Yes, that was the last one, is the shipping. Okay, perfect. That was easy peasy. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you felt inspired or motivated or like lit up to have, Anthea says that she likes to have someone at her booth with her. That would be helpful. Extra set of eyes, not somebody not like me, somebody observant and quiet, and that's not distracted because they're talking to everybody, because that's me. But I hope that you learned something. I hope that you are ready to go work on your business and reach your ideal level of success and serve your ideal customer really well, and like turn your business into what you wanted it to be. I hope these little chats help you get there. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram or send me an email. I'll be hanging out. We are going to continue. I haven't told Mackenzie. We are going to continue doing Ask Ashley's through the month of July at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This time is working well for me. You can let me know how you like it. If it's working well for you, if you prefer the 4:30, or if you need something earlier because it's summertime. But July is our last summertime month, basically. So I guess I should have done that last week. We can change our mind. We have time. So let's wait and see. I think I can put up a poll. I don't know if I can do it. But for the rest of this month, for the rest of June, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do you remember how to? I think we can do a poll. Maybe it just goes on. I'll do it on Instagram. After this, I'll post on Instagram. I'll say, do you guys want like AM stuff for July, or do you want to keep it at 4 o'clock? That's what I'll put, and you can give me your suggestions. And then I'll let you know next week for sure. I'm leaning towards 4 o'clock, but you can let me know what you guys are thinking in my poll on Instagram. I will see you guys next week. 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a fantastic day and a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you very soon.